Hello, this is Bryce, product engineer here at Grace. I'm here today to talk to you about how to install a vibration and temperature sensor on a rotating asset in your facility. So with this sensor, you'll get a asset tag. This tag makes it very easy to know where to install a node. So you would give us a list of the assets that you want to deploy on. So if you had 20 different assets, a couple of nodes on those, you'd send us that list. We will rename everything to where when it ships, you'll get this tag that has the serial number, part number, location, and the asset name to where you know exactly where to go with that. So when we look at the node itself, it will ship with the battery inside the battery compartment if you order it with one. So if we unscrew the cap, pull out the battery, there's a connector inside here that we can then take that battery it shipped with and connect it up and put that right back inside. So you guys kind of go with the wires first here, and then you'll take the battery and kind of follow that down, and it'll sit in there nice, and then put the cap back on and it tightens everything down. It does have an O-ring on here so we can get our IP69K rating and a good seal. So with that, the other thing to note is that there are axis orientation indication on here. So it's going to tell you which way the node is on the motor, which is really important for us to be able to provide good defect classification and be able to eliminate faults for you, is to know the orientation, because some faults only occur axially and some faults occur radially, and some can occur either direction. But this helps us eliminate that. So the more information you give us, the better results you can get. So with that, on a motor, there's kind of four main positions on any given asset that you'd be interested in mounting. So the first would be on the outboard side of the motor, which is at the back of the motor. Then there's the inboard side of the motor. And then if there was a machine here, you'd have an inboard bearing and an outboard bearing. All of these would be good spots to monitor. Typically, if you're doing a route-based inspection, you'd be monitoring all 4 points. There is definite value with our phase analysis to being able to isolate what type of fault is occurring by monitoring all those points. But it is common for customers to order, say, one on the motor and one on the driven component. So with that, comes with a magnetic base, which makes it very easy to install. And so you just go right on the side. So as I mentioned, you want to take note of that axis orientation. So your x-axis is this way, y-axis is this way, and z-axis is going that way. So there is a user interface that allows you to configure that so you can see what it looks like in relation to the motor itself. Big thing here is you want to get it mounted as close to the bearing as you can on a nice rigid surface. So with that, that's all it takes to install these. We do have install guides that go into more detail and cover more of the safety aspects and some other additional things you might want based on your application. But that's a general overview of how you want to take a node from a box with the nice asset tag that you could choose to deploy here. So if it ever moves, you get that back to where you know it's on the exact same spot it was before. So thank you for watching this, and we look forward to getting your vibration and temperature sensor installed.